It's Tuesday, November 10th, 2015, and this is What Did I Miss, the show that finds everything that was interesting on the internet today so that you don't have to. If you like what you see and want to show your support, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the video with everyone you know. Without further ado, let's do this. I'm going to start with a bittersweet story for Star Wars fans. Daniel Fleetwood, the Star Wars Superfan, has died only days after seeing an advanced screening of Star Wars Episode 7. If you didn't hear the story, Daniel was suffering from a rare form of cancer, and unfortunately his case was terminal. His dying wish was to be able to see an advanced screening of Star Wars Episode 7, as he feared he would not live long enough to see the screening in December. And with the support of the likes of Mark Hamill last week, that wish came true. But sadly, Daniel has passed away. He was 32. May the Force be with you. If you wanted to know how your state fares in integrity, there's a website that helps you find out. It ranks your state in categories like transparency and accountability, public access to information, internal auditing, and ethics enforcement. In my home state of Maryland, it turns out on the scale that they use, my state is relatively corrupt, with almost no public access to information and no accountability for ethics. The link is in the description below. Go check it out and let me know how your state fares in the comments. A disappointing announcement from Sony. In March of 2016, they will no longer be producing Betamax tapes. Betamax has existed since 1975 and was the lead competitor with VHS tapes. So if you're the only person in the world who still has a Betamax player, you may have to upgrade to something called a DVD player. And I'd hate to scare you further, but those may be obsolete soon, as the Blu-ray player may be taking over. Technology! Scary. A couple in Philadelphia had a rude interruption while they were bumping uglies in the back of an SUV. While they were making love in a park, someone pulled open their door and then fired a gun 9 times at the couple, striking each of them in the head. Police believe this to be a crime of passion, given the number of bullets and the fact that nothing was stolen from the vehicle, and the fact that the two in the back of the SUV were involved with other people. As if you didn't need a good reason not to cheat, here you go. And an extremely disturbing story that's coming out of Louisiana involves police and body cam footage, which eventually puts 2 cops under arrest for second-degree murder. The body camera was on a 3rd officer that responded as backup to 2 officers on the scene. The initial report says that Chris Few and his 6-year-old son Jeremy Martis were in a vehicle that backed into the police cruiser. Then, gunfire was exchanged between Few and the officers. It was later determined that the vehicle that was allegedly hit had very minor damage, and that there was no weapon in Few's car. The officers fired 18 shots into the vehicle, striking 6-year-old Jeremy 5 times in the head and chest, resulting in his death. He died buckled to the front seat of the car. And I'm going to end today's show asking what you guys think about stories like this. Do you think it's another example of why we need body cams on all officers? Or do you think it's just isolated incidents of bad cops in bad situations? I'd love to hear arguments on both sides. Personally, I'm split on the body cameras. I think that if there are police that are taking advantage of the fact that they're an authority figure, they're going to find a way around the body cameras, but being able to expose situations like this with a body camera is something that I think we need in the future. But like I said, I'd like to hear what you think in the comments below. And that's all I have for today. If you want to learn more about anything I talked about today, links are always in the description below. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the video with everyone you know, and I'll see you tomorrow when you ask yourself, what did I miss?